When a man keeps reaching out after you push him away, do you know what that really says about his heart? It says walking away is easy, but staying and trying again, even when she goes cold, takes real heart. He notices the bad days, the distance, the silence in her voice, yet he stays because he truly knows her. So when he still texts with no reply and shows up after rejection, should that effort ever be ignored? The only woman you should actually be scared of is the woman who is silent. They say a screaming woman is far better than a quiet one. A fighting woman is still investing energy. A silent woman has already checked out. So if she is throwing a little tantrum, realize that is just how women love. It is raw and it is real. They are unpredictable. They are chaotic. They are moody and a little dramatic. But that isn't a bug. That is a feature. That is the beauty of feminine energy. Don't marry the person you can have fun with. Marry the person you can suffer with. Because love is a joke when it's easy. Any coward can love you when the sun is shining. That isn't the test. The test is, who are they when the nightmare actually starts? When the money runs out? When the sickness doesn't go away? When grief hits you so hard you forget how to breathe? Who is standing next to you when you are staring at a stack of unpaid bills, deciding whose car to sell just to survive? A man should never have to ask his woman for affection, because a woman who is truly into her man, has an urge to make his day better. So if you got that man asking, you're running out of time with him. The most dangerous manipulator isn't the one who lies to your face. It is the one who tells you the truth, just slightly twisted. You see, amateurs argue, masters agree. They nod while you speak, they mirror your tone, they make you feel perfectly understood. They lower your defenses by validating your feelings. They don't control you with force, they guide you with suggestion.
The strongest exits are quiet. You don't threaten to leave. You don't explain what he's losing. You simply reduce engagement and remove yourself from situations that don't align with your standards. This communicates self-respect more powerfully than any speech ever could. Men feel lost most deeply when it's felt, not announced. You don't make decisions from fear. You don't stay quiet to keep the peace. You choose. You move. You live with leverage.
Cheating is not a mistake. You do not just fall into someone's bed. You text, you flirt, you hide, you plan. That's not an accident. That's calculated disrespect.
A broken man is worse than a broken woman. With a broken woman, there's still hope that a new man will approach you. Because let's be honest, it will happen sooner than later. You just need to pick. But a broken man, he fades away. Nobody checks on him. If he's not in the light, he's in the dark. And when he's in the dark, it's just him and the lost memories, the heartbreak, the what ifs, the anger, all continuously fueling him until the day that comes when he finally decides, I'm okay. But is he really okay? He doesn't feel the need to fight for a woman's attention. He understands his reality. He tries dating apps but realizes all the apps are in favor of a broken man's desire to escape. He begins to grow resentment to the world and the women that reflect any signs of what he went through. And in the end, he just gives up.
There's one thing I've learned. It's that you can do everything for a man and there will still be another girl in that damn phone. You can be loyal, understanding. You can support his dreams. Answer every late night call, be there when nobody else is, and he'll still be out here entertaining stranger texts like he's single.
Some people never understand what you bring to the table until they see you at another table. Remember that.
Block them, delete the messages, delete the photos. You know what you need to do. Stop living in the past. You're never going to heal if you don't allow yourself to. At a certain point, you choose whether you move on or not. The time will pass anyways, and eventually one random day, you won't think about them anymore. It just happens. You put in the work and they eventually leave your mind. You should feel and grieve, but you should never try to intentionally grieve. Just do it. Pull the trigger. Independent women will always say no when you ask if she needs anything. It is a reflex, not a rejection. It is not because she doesn't need help. It is because she has forgotten how to receive it without feeling guilty. You have to understand, independent doesn't mean incapable. It means she learned way too early that she could only rely on herself. For her, words are cheap. Consistency is the only currency she respects because action feels safer than empty promises. If a man is always there for you, don't confuse consistency with weakness. If a man is available to you when you call, when you need his presence, he shows up, you text him, he replies, you call him, he picks up. That's not luck, that's commitment. And that kind of man should never be taken for granted. Because most people don't realize someone's value until they're gone. Don't let that be your lesson. When you take initiative without being asked, fast, it bypasses her defense mechanism. It lowers her guard instead of challenging her pride. You don't ask her what she needs, you simply show her that she no longer has to carry the sky alone. That is how you break down the wall.
The more you break a glass, the harder it becomes to break. The same goes for people. I hate it when someone comes into your life knowing you've been hurt, knowing you had to repair yourself for years, only to go and do the same shit they swore they would never do to you. Those are the people that create broken people.
If you have someone in your life who makes everything feel better, take a moment today to tell them how much they matter. Some people are just human medicine. You spend an hour with them and everything feels better. These are the friends who see your internal chaos and respond with a calmness that brings you back to center. They don't even have to solve your problems. Their presence alone acts as a natural remedy for your soul. You notice how the weight on your shoulders feels lighter just because they listened or shared a simple laugh with you. People who get excited about sunsets, the night sky, thunder, and art, the smell of wet mud after rain, and deep conversations are my kind of people. The modern world doesn't excite me. I want trees with a sense and colors, which speaks a language only a few understand. I sometimes wish I could simply disappear in it.
You can be married for years and still know deep inside that you're with the wrong person.
Trust the timing of your life. That is simply it. Sometimes I try to play God and I'm like, well, I know best and it needs to work out this way. And if it doesn't work out this way, then it's wrong. No. I firmly believe when you surrender to the timing of your life, magic unfolds, magic happens. I have seen it. When I've released the reins, when I've said, okay, I'm co-captain, I'm still on the ship, but you've got a better plan than me, higher self, God, take over. And there's such a relief in that. And I've really been trying to embrace that because I'm in alignment. I'm doing all the right things. I know it. I'm doing my best every day. But now I think the next phase of my life is really trust the timing of my life. And I'm really going to try to challenge myself more, do more things that scare me, and really be okay being more visible. And by that, I mean not being afraid of world perception or what people think of me.
I read a quote recently that said, "Search for everything except love and death, because they will find you when the time is right." Most of you are out here hunting for a relationship like your life depends on it. Honestly, that is exactly why you keep failing. When you chase love, you smell like desperation. Stop searching for a person and start searching for yourself. Focus on becoming the version of yourself that is so magnetic, love has no choice but to find you. Real love never comes when you are begging for it. It comes when you are too busy minding your own business and building your empire. Stop trying to force a connection. If you have to convince them to love you, that is not destiny. That is just a hostage situation. One thing I made peace with is that I don't have to. I don't have to show up for those who don't show up for me. And I definitely don't have to sacrifice my own happiness to please everyone else.
There's one piece of advice I would give to every woman. Get financially strong. Not because money buys happiness, but because it buys options. And options change how you live. They change how long you stay, what you tolerate, how quickly you can walk away. When you're financially strong, you don't make decisions from fear. You don't stay quiet to keep the peace. You choose. You move. You live with leverage. That's the real power of money, not what it gives you. Not everyone is meant to access the next version of you. Not everyone can handle your growth, your discipline, your standards. And that's not punishment, that's protection. Elevation requires separation. And when you trust God with the process, you stop explaining the distance.
This is the oldest trick in the manipulator's handbook. It is called reactive abuse. He will poke you, disrespect you, and push your buttons until you finally snap. And the moment you raise your voice or cry, he points at your reaction and says, "See, you are the crazy one. Yeah, you are unstable." Suddenly, everything he did to cause the explosion is erased. The focus is entirely on your tongue. Do not apologize for bleeding on the knife that he stabbed you with. He wants you to believe that your reaction to his disrespect is the actual problem. No woman leaves a man because he's broke. She leaves because she feels disrespected, unappreciated, and loved.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is this: God wouldn't put something in your mind if you could not do it.